Murakami. I take photos. Early photographs taken by Murakami at the Nishioka photo studio in Broome. These were the first photographs of his that I found. These portraits of Japanese who lived in Australia in the early 1900s are proof that these people once lived here. Chinatown, Broome, Western Australia. It used to be called Japtown. Now it's called Chinatown. But there are hardly any Asians here anymore. In Murakami's time, Broome was known as a pearling town, pearl shells for buttons. Now the pearls are for jewelry for tourists, and pearl shells are for souvenirs. I have come here to find answers. I spoke to Pearl. Pearl Hamaguchi is a Japanese, Chinese, Scottish, indigenous Australian.
So Mother had all these photographs, about 6 of them I think I have altogether. I said, Mama, you got this lovely portrait. How did you possibly, and you were just a poor servant. Oh, no, she said. When us girls would walk down to Chinatown with strict instructions from nuns not to make eye contact with the heathen Asiatics, we'd pass Murakami's photography shop and he'd be waiting for Mum. Barbara Eva, my mother's very good friend, Auntie Evil's beautiful woman as well. He would look out for her. Barbara, please sit for me. I want to take your portrait. Oh, I said, what did he look like? Oh, she said he was very good looking, and I'm thinking, but Mother, why didn't you go? She said, I think he had a crush on me. That was my mother's story.
Pearl shells. So much beauty. So much soul. So many died. Shark attacks, tropical cyclones, compression sickness, bad diving dress, poor equipment. Too many dives, too many times. Hundreds of headstones in the Japanese cemetery show the price that many people paid for pearl shells. I saw many times a lifeless body pulled from the water, and the diving dress was quickly stripped from the dead body and put on another diver with no thought, no ceremony, no reverence. My brother-in-law was diver. So young, so strong, so far away from home. His helmet came off and he died. We must do something to stop the death and the sickness of diving. I developed different diving dress to my design. The upper and the lower section were made from much better waterproof material and using the different way of breathing. The exhaled air didn't mix with the inhaled air. That way, the air for breathing would be always pure. The diver inhales through his nose and exhales through his mouth, the way of mouthpiece and the tubes into the helmet, and the top of the helmet, the external exit valve. So, the exhaled air can be passed into the surrounding water.
Then he turns into Jura Victoria, behind barbed wire.